World peace. A mythical idea that just seems impossible. Just look at human history. It's riddled with wars. It's almost like it's human nature to go to war. But first, let's look back at history on why wars were fought and why war has decreased dramatically in recent years, and what we can do to prevent it from ever happening again. There are many reasons to go to war. The original reason was to get more stuff, whether it be land, resources, or even people. If you wanted more, you'd have to go and take it by force, enriching yourself and leaving the loser in ruins. We can see this reason practiced by the Romans conquering the Mediterranean and European nations conquering the world. But this breeds another reason for war: revenge. Revenge was the main reason for World War II after World War I left Germany plundered, and the reason why the US entered World War II was after Pearl Harbor. So how do we prevent war? Well, after World War II, people realized two things. Punishing the losers of war will cause another war of revenge, and if they promote free trade between countries, it would make it economically impossible to go to war with each other. Free trade not only lets countries specialize, creating a more efficient economy, it also makes each country dependent on each other, making war irrational. And this idea has worked extremely well in Europe, and needs to be put in practice around the world. Wars between two countries are almost a thing of the past as a result. The biggest problem preventing world peace currently is civil war. Civil wars are started for different reasons than normal wars most of the time. Unless you're an African rebel group trying to enrich yourself, the main reason for civil war is to create a better life for yourself. Whether you have a dictator restricting liberties, or the economy is so bad due to government policies. Or in the case of the American Civil War, they feared the Southern economy was going to collapse without slavery. Another reason for civil war is if a predominant group in the country wants to enforce their values onto you, whether it be Islamic extremism or communist revolutions. The best way to ensure liberty and prevent a group from even trying to force their values onto you is to arm the populace and make it foolish for any government to do anything that would piss off their own citizens that are armed. Another way to make a civil war a stupid idea and raise the standards of living is to implement a free market economy. If everyone in a country is dependent on each other to survive, the high standards of living in free market economies would plummet if everyone turned against each other. So there are just 3 steps to create world peace. Step 1. Free trade, to prevent nations from waging war and also creates a more efficient global economy. Step 2. Free markets, to prevent nations from fighting itself and also raising the standards of living. Step 3. Have an armed populace, to prevent government dictatorship and ensure liberty. These steps have worked amazingly well in the Western world, but the challenge is getting the rest of the world to follow them, particularly Step 2, free markets. With the rise of socialist ideas, that will only cause civil war and lower the standards of living of the people, like we see in so many countries around the world. If you would like to join the fight against socialist ideas and promote the wonders of free markets, be sure to subscribe to Mr. Manifesto for more videos. And please share this video to get these ideas out there, because I truly believe if we just follow these 3 steps, the world would be a much, much, much better place.